Oh, hello everybody. This is Brian here with my 2021 so-called Sur Ron X model from Luna Cycles. I've made two previous videos. This will be my third. I'm just going to touch base on some of the little modifications that I've done. I got a low interest credit card, well actually zero, for like a year and a half interest. And when I spend $200 in the first month, I get $200 back. So I just bought some things for the Sur Ron. Here I've got, I bought Sur Ron's or Luna Cycles carbon fiber stickers that go on there. They're thick, and someone was saying that the battery gets scratched up pretty easily. This looks pretty cool from, looking away, better than just the regular black surface. So I put those on and put them on with a lot of precision. They're perfect except for one little bubble here in the back, a real small one. Most people wouldn't even notice it, but of course I notice it. So let me come over here. This is what I'm going to install today. I've got the Luna Cycles handlebar. I don't know what rise that is. It's not 3 inches. Maybe it's 2.5 or 2. I don't know. It's what they had available, and it's, instead of $89 like a Pro Taper or a Renthal, this one was $34.99, and it's awesome quality. It's as much as any of the other bars as far as build and weight. And then I've got my touch base on my my chain, my non-O-ring chain, 110 links, and that's gonna match up to my 54 tooth sprocket right there. And then I've got the pedal brace that was like $19.95. I'm going to install that today. And then I've got the larger rear fender. This one is a lot more stylish than some of the ones that I saw, and I got to remember the price. It was maybe $45. It's a little bit more expensive, than some of just the other basic parts. Definitely the coolest fender, the rear fender, extended rear fender that I've seen. So there's what I'm going to install today, and I'm going to put that on my bike today. So there we go. Here I weigh the steel sprocket. Next I weigh the aluminum sprocket, and it's lighter, of course. And then I overlay the two sprockets on top of each other, the 48 tooth and the 54 tooth, and then here they are side by side. This is steel, and it's going to last, probably outlast the bike. The aluminum one that I put on, I think it's a Warp 9, I could be mistaken, it's really small writing, is all aluminum, and it's either 6060 or 7000 series aluminum. That they wear really, really fast. And being that this is an electric bike, they may even wear faster than a gasoline bike. But weight, rotational mass, weight savings. But let me get on to my next part that I want to talk to you about. And it has to do with chains. Here is the O-ring chain that came on the bike. O-ring chains are nice, they're quiet. The O-rings seal in kind of some of the packed grease that the chain manufacturer puts in there. And it just helps lube the chain longer, it's quieter, but it's heavier. And then you kind of get this, if you can see this, it hangs up, it's stiff. And I clean this one. What I do with my chains and freeze it up even more, but this one is, you can just feel it. It's I don't know what the word, it has memory to it. It doesn't bend as easy. It kind of crimps, as you can see. This takes more horsepower to turn considerably. O-ring chains. Let me get the non-O-ring chain now and show you the difference. Okay, non-O-ring chain. So it's just a lot more loose. It's going to spin easier. It's not going to take as much power to spin. Like I mentioned before, on a 450 60 horsepower motocross bike, or a 50 horsepower 250F, you know, a 48 horsepower, I don't know what they horsepower is now, you know, in 2021, 2022. They can turn an O-ring chain, but on the smaller bikes, they typically, you want to run a non-O-ring chain. So if you had 45 horsepower or 50 horsepower and you're concerned about running an O-ring chain, imagine what this has, 3 or 4 horsepower. I mean, it probably feels more like about 10 horsepower. But there you can see, and this is lighter weight chain, spins easier, and less rotational mass along with that lightweight sprocket. So we're saving, I don't know, a little bit of weight. I'll weigh these and I'll get back to you. 1.75 pounds. That's the O-ring chain, and here is the non-O-ring chain, but it is longer. It has more links because of bigger sprocket, probably 5 or 6 more links. £2 pounds, 15 ounces, 2.15. Non-O-ring chain, so it weighs a little more, but it's going to be much easier to spin. All right, almost got the bike back together. It's taken a long time putting all these parts on, but I'm almost finished, and I'll show you some cool photos.